Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and in this video I am going over some new open style earbuds. They're technically the second version of the ones that I already have. Now, if you saw in previous videos, about 2 videos I believe, one video was this colorway. This is the Shokz Open Dots 1. You see this is kind of like their cream color. Then I had another video which was more recent. This was the Open Dots 1, and then there was the red colorway. So they released this like last year, and then this year, like 2 months ago, they released the red version, which was just a red colorway. But recently, they also just released the Open Dots 2. Now, I think my only confusion is, why release the red ones and then release the number 2s right after that? So that's why I almost did not get these, because to me it didn't make sense. But from what I heard, the sound is supposed to be even better. Now, these hands down are my favorite earbuds, period. I love the style of them. They fit comfortably around your ear. It doesn't give you ear fatigue. The sound is nice and crisp and punchy. I love bass, and that's what these do provide, is bass. And I just love the overall aesthetic of it. I like the way they look. But the number 2s, let's see how these ones look. So let me actually grab a knife here. So I actually had one with me, but it's still in my room. So I grabbed one of these ones, just a simple knife, put that to the side. All right. Now with this one, I did get some goodies with it. I guess it's part of them selling it with the earbuds coming out. When I first thought I was gonna grab these, they had like an ear accessory that would like stick on the stem. It was supposed to like attach to like the stem here, kind of like almost like a jewelry aesthetic to it, but not really. I couldn't figure out why they came out with the red ones, and then right after that they came out with the version 2. So because I was still stuck in limbo, I missed that opportunity. But then I looked and they had another opportunity, which they gave a free wireless charger. So a Shokz wireless charger, because remember, these do wirelessly charge, which is great. And a cooling towel. Now, I don't know when I'm gonna use this. As a matter of fact, I do know when to use it, because now it's hot outside. So maybe I could use this when I'm outside for long periods of time, or if I ever go to a beach. Unfortunately, where I live, a beach is hours away. So I find some use to it, but they gave me a cooling towel. And then there is the earbuds themselves. So for those who may be interested in what these even look like, let me open these up so you can just see it. Again, these are just some wireless charger. So just a pad, you would sit it right on the pad. In the box, whoops, okay, that's it, you just get a book. You can see this is actually a pretty big pad. I still don't think I'm gonna use it, but actually I find some use for it. Yeah, I put it somewhere around the house, but you would just literally put it on here and it charges just like that. So it is pretty simple. I do like the size of the pad. As you can see, this is the whole pad, by the way. So the whole pad, and then as a Type-C cable. The cable is not braided. I do wish that more companies would lean into like the braided cables. It just seems more durable to me. But yeah, that is the wireless charger. I just wanted to show what it looked like when you take it out the box. Then there's the cooling towel. So the cooling towel, oh, that's interesting. It comes in like a soda can. That is extremely creative. If you look here, if you're able to see, if you could pause it, literally you wet the towel, you twist and swing. Oh, that's the washing method. Oh, that was funny. But let's go and open it up, because now I'm even more curious. A cooling towel and a soda can. Oops, I did not open it actually. All right, and I really love like the creativity here. The creativity is on par with a lot of companies. Just in this one, I'm not gonna say with all of them, because I didn't think a company would use a soda can. All right, now the question is, how'd you open it? So it really does, oh, you can twist it. So I'm thinking you have to crack it open like an actual soda can, but nope, you just twist this. Or you don't even gotta twist it, you just pull it up. And that's the towel. Literally, this is the cooling towel. You got the Shokz branding. And again, on the side, it kind of show you. This is good because it adds also a storage. I thought when I open this, I just have to throw this away, but the fact that you just lift the top off, this is good. So you can use the towel and then just place it right back in here once you clean it. And then boom, put it away. And it also tells you again how to wash it, which is 3 simple steps. Wet it, twist it, swing it, you're good. So this is something definitely you can use maybe if you're like sports, hot outside, you're sweating, you can use it for that. Or for me, I'm gonna be using it when I'm outside for long periods of time when I'm sweating, because it's definitely hot around this time of year. But again, this is the cooling towel. So very awesome, very awesome. Again, those are just extras, which is why I'm not going too detailed to those. But this is why you actually came to watch the video. So here, this is the Open Dots 2. Again, from what I heard, the sound is supposed to be better than the Open Dots 1, which to me was already some of the best sound I've heard on open style earbuds. Again, I've went through Oladance, which I can't even find their website. I think they stopped selling stuff. But that was the first open style earbuds I tried, which hooked me. They were really good. And then after that, obviously I tried like Bose and other companies, and then randomly landed on this company, and I'm glad I did. It comes with a warning label, which you can keep or don't keep. Turn it to the back, 2-year warranty. If you want to pause it to read the rest of that. So I got the pearl white, and I got that because I want to see how they look versus this one, because they don't have a red colorway. On that one, look like they have the pearl white, they have a silver one, and then they have black, which is like their standard color. So let's see how it looks compared to the ones. Now the box, I'm gonna tell you, the box is the exact same. Literally, there's nothing changing as far as like the appearance of the box. The only difference is one says Open Dots 2, the other one says Open Dots 1. So they stay consistent with the same type of boxing. There's a bud, let me put that down. Got a serial number. Tells you about turning Dolby Audio on and off. Okay. Move that serial number out the way because I want to look elsewhere. And again, you do get a serial number and a warranty card on the second one as well. And then these are the Open Dots user guide, books that I'm not going to need to use for these ones. And then here you have USB-C to USB-C. It's not braided, and the cable is like, it is very short. So as you already know, if you've been on my channel, most likely I will not use these. I'm gonna put these right back in the box, because in the future, if I decide to give these away or, you know, sell them, at least someone has a brand new cable. Okay, so let's move all this stuff out the way here. And let me go right here to these ones. So it does give you a warning sign. I don't believe it gave, no, on the first one it didn't give this warning sign. So it says, for best wearing experience, avoid stretching or bending the earbuds with excessive force. That does make sense, because if you do, you're gonna break them. And then here, it shows how it should be in your ear. So if you're ever wondering, okay, how am I doing it? This is how I should do it. Not directly like on the side of your ear, but like kind of curved, like diagonal, right above the earlobe. So it should fit comfortably in there, should sit just upright. It shouldn't hurt. You shouldn't have any ear fatigue, because again, it's not in your ear. Now, if you do get any ear fatigue, you may be putting it on, ooh, almost dropped it. Sorry about that. If you do get any ear fatigue, you may be putting it on wrong. So just, again, just try and see what's the best fit for you. Maybe that may not be a best fit for you. So just test it out. All right, so these are, again, the ivory white versions. So the ivory white versions. As you can see here, it has like a gold like trim here. And then the Shokz, as you can see, is more profound. Again, these are, I would say these are like the cream versions. I'm pretty sure they have a different name, but I can't remember it at this moment. But as you can see, there's the Shokz here. The Shokz kind of blend in with the top of the case. So it's like the shiny top, and then kind of like like the dull bottom. This one, the color is throughout the entire case. So it's not, this one is different from this one. It just has like a trim here that would be different. I'm pretty sure that's the same with the black, where it's all black and then the trim. And then also for the silver, all silver. And no, I think silver is a little bit different. Silver may have a different like coloring at the top and the bottom, like kindly like a darker shade at the bottom. But that's neither here nor there. Does that make or break anybody? No. But again, the ones, the twos, same size. It look like these might be a tad bit bigger. Nah, these look like the exact same size. If you're viewing it from eye, same exact size. When you turn them around, same aesthetic. Has the one button back here, which is your pairing button. If you're trying to like pair these to multiple, by the way, you would need to use that button, just to give you a heads up. And then on the first generation, it has open dots here, but you can't see it because it blends into the case. On this one, you can see it very clearly because it's part of the trim. So I think that's pretty good. And then at the bottom, just the USB-C. All right, so let me put that first generation down. Let's open the second one. It's actually connected to my phone because I haven't got this one connected to my phone. Put my phone over here. All right, so right out the gate, it does connect. So I connect it to my phone here. All right, keep track. Yep, add it to a Find Hub. Yep, that's cool with me. I do like that it asks that. I don't think the first generation asks that, at least not at the beginning. So adding it to your Find Hub, if you have Google, Android phone basically. If you have Android, then we use Find Hub. Obviously with Apple, they use Find My Device. So this one is pretty cool. Like we catching up. And it shows you just right off the back, wearing guide, how you should put it in. Also shows you the different compartments. As you see the speaker right here, grill speaker. This is a battery. It says the joint arc, that's what they call it. And then the battery is on the back. Hence why it looks like a little more heavier on the back end, because that's where the battery is. And then it shows you the right way to wear it versus the wrong way to wear it. So please follow along these ones, because this will either ruin your audio experience when wearing these if you wear them wrong, or you may just be tempted to send it back. All right, and like I said, avoid stretching. These do stretch. However, you don't need to stretch them to the point where it looks like this. Once you get to this, it's ridiculous because now you're just trying to break them. So again, just put it around your ear. You don't need to actually stretch it at all. All right. Oh, it's making me wear them, so let me put this down here. Throw this in my ear real quick. And right away, it's the same thing just like the first one. When you originally put it in your ear, it does make a sound to let you know it has this more of like, I just try to imitate it. It's ding ding. So again, ding ding, you'll hear it. So it goes right in your ear. The minute you put it on, you'll hear it. So that's the buzz way of letting you know you got it on right. Or even if you got it on wrong, that you're wearing it. All right. And then as you see, I only put one, so I only recognize one. And I want to exit tutorial because I don't need gesture control. Actually, for those who've never had these, I just go through it. Only one earbud detected. Yes, that's fine. All right. So as you can see, there's the pinch. So I demonstrated here. So when you have it, two ways of doing it. You could pinch, literally pinch it, or you could tap this. So again, you could pinch. Let me put my phone down. So on these ones, you could pinch here, pinch, or you could tap the stem. Again, if you pinch it twice, it shows you the left and right track, depending on what style you have in. Then there's the pinch and hold. Now, another way you could do it is you could tap the stem. So actually, you could tap here, which is good. Okay, they added here too. So you could tap here or you could tap here. Sometimes if you tap wrong, like if you tap all the way up here, it may not recognize it. So I'm glad they added another portion. So again, you could tap right here above that curve or right here. So you have two ways of doing it. Technically 3 ways of gesture control now, so that's pretty good. All right, and then obviously there's a firmware update. Okay. So right out the gate, there's a quick update here. So I'm gonna leave it on this page. And usually the update's pretty quick, so hopefully it doesn't take super long. Look like it's gaining traction here. All right. I'm just gonna set it down. Right now it's on 22%. If it takes any longer, then I just stop the video and then come back. But in the meantime, at least I could talk while it's going on. Now, so far, is there a big difference between these and these ones? Aesthetic wise, yes, but like the case, for example, the trim. So the style of the case is different, but the size and like the overall look of the, like how the case has been so far is still the same. So literally the only difference is the outside. As far as buzz wise, as you can see here, I'll just show you closer. It has the gold trim on here as well. Again, this is for the ivory version, maybe a little different on the silver and the black version. But it looks like what they decided to lean more into this time. Of course, these were meant to be like almost like jewelry accessory in a way, at least from what I read. So it's supposed to be like one of those cool things you have in your ear that complement your outfit, which I think is good. And you won't even realize, some people don't even realize you have them on. So that's how like these are pretty cool when you're outside in public. But it also invites people to come talk to you, because if they don't realize you're listening to something, they may come and talk to you. So here's the trim here. Ivory colors, you kind of see the shininess on the ivory. But that's about the basis of it. Again, right here is the speaker grill. This is the part that goes into your ear. So these are the ivory, and then this part is more of like a matte finish. That's what the word I was looking for earlier, versus these ones. So if you look at both of these, you see the difference. It's more shinier on this one. So like this one was more shinier with the matte being here on the stem. or on the end of it, excuse me. And then same thing here, shinier, and then a little bit of the matte, and then matte running across the stem. On this one, same thing, matte here, and then matte here, and this part is like the ivory part, that part is the ivory part, and then matte across the stem. So basically same makeup and same like design. Again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So they just added some better coloring. Now, as far as sound wise, this is where we're gonna come in. So I always enable Dolby Atmos because best hearing experience. If you don't think it's best experience, you can just leave it off. But it says it's supposed to have a richer bass. Now here you see there's an EQ mode. So same one like the first one. So you do have the option of like doing the different modes, but keep this in mind. If you notice, it's shaded out. If you use Dolby Atmos, you would have to disable it. So that's fine. So either use Dolby Atmos or use your own EQ mode. But they have different versions. Here's standard, one for vocal, one for bass, and one for private. And then below that, you have a smart EQ, you have a customized. Then they have the gesture control, multi-point pairing, meaning you could pair these not just to your phone, but to other devices as well. Find My earbuds, and then more settings. Now with Find My earbuds, it'll you can make these actually make a sound, so you can find it. Maybe you get it lost somewhere around your house. You have the upgrade firmware under settings, the connection, drop alert. So that's, I guess, is in the beta, so that's new. When it falls, the earbuds will make a sound. That's also good because if you turn around and drop them, maybe you're doing something and you don't realize it fell out your ear. Now you just lost a bud. Here, at least it'll let a sound off. That'd be cool if it made like a notification on your phone as well. And if you hit Find My, I just want to show you what it looks like. So you can ping it. Basically, it will make a sound. So let me see if it'll make it. Let me ping now. So it is pretty loud, but if you lose these, honestly, in a, like, say the airport, you ain't gonna hear these if it hit the ground with a whole bunch of people walking by. So just keep that in mind. Just kind of make sure you have these on you at all times. But also there's the hub where you should be able to find it as well, like on the map. All right. Then, oh, sorry. Yeah, and then you can reset if you ever mess up. All right, cool. So, oh, I saw the prompt settings. I want to see what that one's about. Okay, so it gives you a prompt for sound. All right. Let's test these out here. All right, so I am gonna play it here, but I'm gonna put it to the mic so you can hear it, okay? So let me just play a song. And all right, so I'm playing just a random song. And let me turn it up. So again, to turn it up, you just tap. Now, this is the left bud, so let's see what this one does. Or if it lets me tap, because I'm not wearing it. Okay, well, let me do it here. Okay, I have to wear it. So let me put them both in really quick. All right, now I'm gonna tap to. Okay, there we go, tap. All right, so that's me tapping twice. On the left side, that was me decreasing it. I think for some reason, it's not letting me tap in here. See, as soon as you put it in the case, automatically it pauses. It realizes you just get connected one. So now take it back out. Let me put it in. Put it in my ear. Okay, it doesn't automatically start playing once you put it back in, so you have to manually do it. All right, there we go. And then let me hold it. All right, and it's going up. Turn it all the way up because I'm gonna take the butt out. All right. Oops. Sorry, I took it out of my ear and it automatically realized it. So I'm putting it close to the mic, so let's see if you can hear it. Just let me know if you're able to hear it in the comment section. All right, so that was that one. Let me play another song, see if you can get a little bit higher. Let's see. We're ready yet? YouTube it is. Go to YouTube and just find a random video to play. See if you're able to hear that. All right, I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna put this button next to my mic right here. I'm gonna put it right next to my mic, and let me know if you guys hear it. Paul George and 2 future first-round picks in 2028 and 2031. Okay, so again, let me know if you're able to hear it. And now I have both of them in my ear, so I don't think you can hear it. So I'm gonna pause it really quick here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play it while both of them are in my ear. You guys just let me know if you're able to hear it. So the first couple times I put the button next to the mic itself, but now I'm gonna do it without putting it here. Just gonna put both in my ear. So the good thing about these is little sound leakage. So I don't think you can hear it all the way unless, you know, I turned it up high, but obviously just a little bit. Now, if you're standing right next to my ear, you could probably hear what I'm listening to if I have it like to the max. But then again, there's that private EQ setting when you're talking to someone where it really keeps the people from around you from hearing your conversations. Or even hearing your music. So that's the part where if you're really worried about that, use the private settings under the EQ settings. It'll disable Dolby audio, but still pretty good. Now, I will say this, punch, like bass wise, maybe it's just me. Hold on, let me try it. I don't wanna put that out there until I see it. Okay, let me remove Dolby audio and let's go into the EQ. All right, so EQ, I'm a big bass person, so I love bass. So I'm gonna slap bass on. I do like how it looks. I got the little circle, let you know where anyway, that's a small thing. Now, I'm curious about the smart EQ. So this is put on your earbuds to create a smart EQ. Oh, okay, cool. So this is equivalent to some earbuds. Not a lot of earbuds do this, but I know Sony did it when I had the Sony Buds, but basically it bases it off of like your hearing. So it runs you through like a couple of little quick tests, and then it creates an EQ based off of your results of the test. So that's pretty cool. It's something that will be unique to you. All right, for now I'm gonna do bass, hit bass up, and then, all right, let's do it. So same thing, I'm gonna just play instrumental, for example. All right, so I got the instrumental ready, and then I'm gonna play it here, and I'm gonna put the buds next to the mic. This is with bass. All right, so that was with the bass. I don't know, probably have to hear it more. The bass is slightly better than the ones, at least from what I'm seeing. Now again, I could be totally wrong, but I'm just giving it to you as someone who listens to these quite frequently. The bass is like a little bit of a step ahead. Then there's private. I do want to show private so you can see. So we enable private. See if you're able to hear it. So I'm gonna play a YouTube video and see if you're able to hear it in the buds. All right, so this one did have, looked like I could see it was peaking a little bit. So you are able to hear it under private, but that's just because I put it literally right next to my mic. Now imagine if I have it here. So I'm gonna do the private and I'm gonna play it now and let me know if you're able to hear it. All right, so if you could hear it, then that just shows you the private could use a little bit more work, but if you couldn't hear it, then that just tells you what you need to know. So it does, from what I noticed, when you do hit private, it lowers the volume just a little bit, even though it's at max. So that way the sound leakage doesn't come out. So that was just what I've noticed the main difference when it goes to private versus like a regular EQ or Dolby audio. Private, it lowers the maximum capacity, so that way no sound leakage. Now this will work, that works great with phone calls, by the way. So if you're on a phone call and you enable private, it should be really good because no one could hear you. Technically, when I'm on a phone with these already, without putting in private, no one can really hear my conversation anyway, unless the person is being super loud, which most times they're not. All right, so that was the Open Dots 2. Overall, I do think the sound is a little better. Now, again, I'm gonna talk to you as somebody, excuse me. I'm gonna talk to you as somebody who has been with these ones for a while and I love them. What's the best way I can say it? If you have the ones currently, do you need to upgrade to the 2s? I would say not necessarily. Because of the price point, you're going $199 all over again. I would say don't do it unless you're like me and you just want to get the next version and get some of the upgrades, then yes, do it. But if you're one where your pockets is already tight and you're like, do I really need them? The answer is not really. If you have these are still gonna be one of the best, if not the best, open style earbuds. This just made them a lot better. So keep your ones if you don't want to pay for the 2s. And if you don't have any of them, the 1s or the 2s, what's my advice? On the website right now, they are literally the same price, $199. Why? I have no clue. You would think that they would lower one to make this one more expensive, so you could lean towards maybe getting the 1s, or I don't know. But because they're still in high regard, they're like the same price from last time I checked, both $199. So if you don't have any of them, which one should you get? Just get the newer ones. Get the upgrades. A little bit better sound, obviously, so just get the upgrade. All right, now, if you have the 2, I'm not gonna say that you wasted money. You didn't waste money, because the sound is a little better than the 1s. And obviously this is gonna have more updates coming to it as these just came out compared to the 1s. So just keep that in mind. I think over any one of these is a no-brainer, is gonna be really good for you, whether you're in the gym, whether you're just walking outside. And what I love the most is, although these are really stylish, it's also meant for you to hear your surroundings. So you can wear these go outside, go for a walk, and you can still hear, you know, your surroundings around you. If you're, you know, around your family, you can still hear them trying to talk to you, so you know when to, you know, pause it. So overall, I love these. Hands down, these are still my favorite, and this just made them even better. But again, if you have this one and you don't want to go to this one, or you're on the fence, you don't have to. There are some upgrades, yes. It does make it better. The sound is better. But going up $199 more to get these ones, I would say you don't have to do it. If you stay these ones, these are fine. Maybe wait till the Open Dots 3 come out or something like that. If you don't have either one of these and you're interested in getting them, get the 2s, because they're the same price point anyway, so it's not like you're going to be missing anything out. So definitely get the 2s. But again, if you have any questions, you can drop them down below. If you haven't already, hit that like button, join the family, and with that, I will let you guys go. Peace.